Oh, what's up, guys? Morning walk? Let's go. Yeah, I'm gonna walk through another random neighborhood today. I think I'm in one of these towns. There's a bunch of dinosaurs out here. I don't know where the heck I'm at. But what I want to talk about is we were looking at houses in a really nice neighborhood in a certain part of Portugal. But I started to get concerns because there's a crap load of houses for sale in that neighborhood. But it's a really nice neighborhood on a golf course. So what we're going to talk about now is how you're going to make sure your house sells when you're ready to sell in a neighborhood that has too much inventory. So with the way we buy houses, even the ones that we live in, we buy them with the exit strategy. What I mean by the exit strategy is, what I mean by exit strategy is you buy it with the mindset that you're gonna have to sell this house later or in the future sometime. So that's how we buy any house we buy, any kind of real estate purchase we buy, knowing that one day we're gonna have to get rid of this house. So when you're looking at a neighborhood that you potentially want to live in, because it has nice schools or it's next to a hospital, this and that, whatever, you want to look at the inventory. If it's too many houses for sale in that neighborhood, that's a hint to you that you're going to have a difficult time selling your house when it's time to sell if you want market value or more. So low inventory is a good sign, especially if you get it under market value. So that's how we try to buy. We try to look for an area where there's low inventory and we can get houses, we can get a house, or there's not too many houses that's under market value. So let's say it's a neighborhood that's already established. It's been around for about 10 plus years. No more houses are being built there. And you go into this neighborhood and there's one or two houses for sale, and one of those houses you can get for below market value. That's a good sign, depending on how far below market value you get. And it depends on the condition of the home. So if it's updated and it's below market value, that's probably not a good buy. But if it's add-on value, you could put into the house. Let's say everything's out of date, being that it's an older neighborhood. 10 years not old, but just think of it as a 20-year neighborhood, something like that. And everything's out of date. You can update everything. You update the kitchen a little bit, put new appliances, slap some paint on there, and raise the value up to get it above market value. Then that's a good buy, because you can exit out of that house, and you sit on a bunch of equity once you do your updates. You don't have to do your updates right away, because you're going to be living in it. But when it's time to offload that property, you're going to want to do your updates to get your max value out of it. So in particular, this neighborhood that we were looking at, it's got a bunch of retired folks in it. It's got a golf course, and it's got a couple of Marriott hotels, like resort type things, but there's nothing else around it. And I think that once people purchased their property there and they were there for a couple of months or years or whatever, the older folks, they started to think, man, we gotta drive pretty damn far to get to a grocery store or to get to any event we want to go to. This was a bad deal for me because I'm older and I need to be around some activities and around the hospital. So I'm thinking that's what happened in this neighborhood, because there was way too many houses for sale, and a lot of these houses were high price houses, high ticket houses. So those are some of the things you want to look for or be aware of when it's time for you to purchase your home or purchase your investment property, because a lot of these folks are stuck. They needed some advice and they didn't get it. But when you look at the market that we're in out here, it's a little different from the States. In the States, you got real estate agents out there advocating for you, getting your house sold. And where we're at right now, you don't really have an advocate, because the rules are different here. Anyone can sell your house. They can advertise it on their website for sale and get it sold. Anybody can do it. So a lot of times the houses out here don't get advertised. So that's another thing we look at. Now we're looking at this neighborhood, pretty nice neighborhood, but all the houses are being advertised. That's my other sign to say, stay away from this neighborhood, because you're not going to be able to get out of it. So because I know the market that we're in, everything is a pocket listing, meaning you got to go to a broker. They're going to tell you they got a bunch of houses that's not listed. If you want to see it, you got to make an offer, or you got to go see it and make an offer right away before they list it. So that's another sign for us. But I'm just trying to, you know, put these little nuggets in you guys' heads so you can be looking for these type of things, because this is where you're going to make your money, on the buy. You're not going to make your money on the sell. The money is made on the buy. So when you go looking at your property, you need to be thinking, how am I going to make my money? That needs to be your mindset right away. How are you going to make your money when you go to the purchase table, not the sell table? Don't wait for the sell to make your money. Do it on the buy. And that's just my little 2 cents for today. But I'll be back tomorrow. Cash Flow Soldier signing out.